Hey friend, welcome back. Today we are going to go through all of the journals that I currently have in rotation. Okay, so the first up, of course, is gonna be my bullet journal. This is the one that I'm currently using. I'm not gonna do a proper flip through. I'll do that separately, but this is what I use for planning and in many ways like chronicling my life. So there's that's my bullet journal. The next journal I have is this art journal. This is a children's book, like a Sesame Street children's book that was otherwise headed to the nearest landfill. And so I just took it, and I was inspired by others that I've seen on YouTube that just take old books or whatever and use them as art journals, and it kind of gives it a new life because this book will not be going to the landfill. It will just be staying here. So that's less garbage for the world and more, wow, that was a rough day, more art for me. And so the pages kind of look like this, and I just gesso them, and it's nice and thick paper, so once I gesso it, it works really well. The next one is this art journal that I created specifically for the 100-day project. This was, I think, the 100-day project of 2021. Probably should have dated this. I made this, I didn't film it. If you're interested in seeing me make one of these, although you can find videos like this on the YouTubes, I made this using like an old cereal box or like a recycled cereal box. Anyway, I didn't get to finish this challenge. The 100-day project starts up again sometime in February, and my intention is to finish this. I really actually enjoyed the subject that I chose, which was, initially it was acrylic and affirmations. And I began to struggle with the affirmations part, mainly because it's hard to keep track of whether you're becoming repetitive. It's probably not a bad thing, but eventually I just decided to nix the affirmations part. Also because like putting it in the middle was an issue, and I didn't really like it on the side. I don't know, I had some troubles. We can do a flip through of this some other time, perhaps when I start working in it, and that would be more appropriate for me to do a flip through. It's got 10 signatures. I really actually like it, and I look forward to finishing it, so send me all the good vibes. The next one that I have is this Gouache Art Journal. This is also another book that was headed to the landfill. Apologies if occasionally I am out of frame. This is really hard to do in real time. And I liked the size of it. This is kind of like my favorite size. It's easy to carry and easy to fill the page without feeling like it's too much surface to cover, if that makes sense. We can also do a flip through of this when I go back to working in it. There's quite a lot of journaling through art in here. And I've got maybe about, I don't know, 20 pages left. So I'm looking forward to finishing this. I painted this cover, and then, I don't know, a few months ago, I did this back one, which I really love. I loved this cover, and now I'm not sure if I love the cover or the back cover. I don't know which one I love more, but I like them both. So there's that. Then I have this one. This is my Inktober Art Journal, and I guess I'm just calling it an Inktober Art Journal because clearly this is, I started it in 2019. Again, we can do a flip through when I get back into working on it. But I really like the idea of working just in black and white, mainly, at least. I think there are some shades of gray, and then there's even one that has gold. There's a video, a really fun video of this one coming up soon, hopefully. So yeah, I've got that one for when I want to just work in black and white. And then I've got some, I don't know what you call these, but it's basic. These work best when I'm working with watercolor. think they're called pencil boards, but in any case, if you put it behind like a page that might bleed through to the next page, this protects the page behind it. So these are all like drawings that I've done, and then I just laminated them. I created this one. This is my least favorite journal. I made this, what I'm calling loosely a pandemic journal. At the start of the pandemic, I just thought it might be beneficial for me to have kind of like a junk journal to just hold all of the doubts and feelings and moments of the pandemic. Interestingly enough, at the back, I had started tracking the amount of days that we were on lockdown. Where is it? And I really did not think that we were gonna have so many days where we were home, basically, unless it was something that was essential. And eventually, as you can see, I just stopped because it's just too many days. But I've got some journaling in some spots, and then, you know, some things, some tickets. I don't know what that ticket is, but it might have been when I went to see my mom in the summer, when there was that cute little window where they said vaccinated people can just live their best lives, remember? So yeah, so that's that. I mean, all of these journals, you're not working on them simultaneously unless you are. I guess that'd be cool if you can do that. For me right now, I think working in my bullet journal has been my primary space, as well as a creative ideas journal that I just started, and maybe the gouache journal. But for the most part, these are all just journals that are just in rotation. So you grab whatever you're feeling like you need at that time. This journal I also made using a cereal box. I'm actually pretty freaking proud of this one, not gonna lie. And it was actually supposed to be my 100-day project for, I think, 2020, right? Yeah, 2020. I was just writing quotes of things that the president was saying at the time about the virus. And this is one project that I don't think that I want to finish. Apart from the ones that are maybe penciled in, maybe just for the sake of filling out this one insert, but I don't think that I would finish the whole 100 days. So instead, I think I'm going to be adding this watercolor journal. And these journals are all made with Tomoe River paper, which I really love because it's crinkly. And I like that sound, it's satisfying to me. And it works really well with watercolor. The two paired together, I think, is what's making that sound. I've got some images here that I haven't finished, and so I can go ahead and finish those. I'm thinking of like maybe taking this out and just adding this insert, because this one is already blank and it could just all be a watercolor art journal. The next one is a creative ideas journal. This journal is like a Michaels journal. I would say it's like their Leuchtturm dupe. And I've just started using it to add creative ideas that potentially become bullet journal spreads to share on Instagram or film for my channel, and I like it. I think I'm also going to be using it for demo pages. Like, I would write it out here so that you can see the process of creating certain spreads without it having to affect my current journal. A lot of times I create spreads in my journal and then I go, I really should have made a video of that because people might have wanted to see that. And, but you know, you can't go back in time. And then the last one that I have, I got this in 2020 as well, I believe, yeah. And it's the Sketchbook Project Art Journal. And I really kind of struggled with this one. That was, you know, I think at the height of the pandemic when I bought this, and I think I was just thinking that this would be really beneficial and helpful for me mental health wise, and it just turned out to feel like too much pressure, so I never got around to using it. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. I think you can't really use these if they're past the deadline. As you can see, they give you a deadline to submit it. I'd like to try and actually make the deadline next time. I have to order a new book to meet that deadline. It's probably not going to be this year. I don't think that that's a realistic goal. So yeah, but I would like to try and do something with this journal just for the sake of feeling like I completed it. Even though I didn't send it in, I completed it. It's mine. I'm happy to keep it and just have that as like a personal goal that I achieved. So in any case, that's all of them. I don't know. I love all of these. I don't think that I could part with any of them. As I said, I'm not using them all daily or even weekly. I just grab what I need at any point in time and work in that space. And I hope that I'll be sharing more of the process of creating in these different journals. And so yeah, if you liked this video, then like it. And if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. It was really hard recording in real time, guys. I'm out of breath. It's my nerves. But we made it through. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye. Okay, fine. Hey friend, welcome back.